Alright. Alrighty, so we're going to be running two circuits from a shared neutral split circuit junction box for a kitchen. One is going to be for the dishwasher and one is going to be for the garbage disposal. And we're using the 12.2 and we're going to be hooking up to 12.3. And if you look closely, this wire is made here in the country I was born in. This is a South Wire Romex. We use a 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps for lights and outlets. Black is live, white is neutral, red and blue are also live colors, and bare or green is your ground wire. So we're going to start hooking some wires up, and I'll show you how to hook up into a shared neutral split circuit junction box with two 12.2 Romex cables. Alright, so we're gonna this one is going to be for the dishwasher, right? Oh, can you grab me an outlet? I need another one for over here too. Okay. We're using all 20 amp outlets. As you can see, it has the little slot here. So we're going to close the two screws we're not going to be using. Can you just look in the camera and see if you can see what I'm doing? And my hands are in the way of everything.
I'm going to turn it just a hair.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here in the country I was born in, the black is the live, the white is the neutral. So the dishwasher is just going to plug in, it's not going to be a hardwired one, right?
I don't know.
Because the one at the Naughty Pine wires in directly, but it's 220. And it's 50 amps. I just hope the one you get's not a 220 50 amp.
No.
Just make sure the insulation gets up to the bottom of the pressure plate, but not under the pressure plate. Okay, so I'll break these little tabs off. screw gun?
Right behind you.
Okay, good. So I'm going to go down and up with the black and white. And I'm going to go zigzag across the bottom with the ground wire. And I'll make sure it stays down away from everything. Thank you. And I'll just look, make sure my ground wire is down away from everything here. Which it is. And I'll just finish tightening this by hand so I don't strip the holes out. So there's our outlet for the dishwasher. Now we're going to hook up the one for our garbage disposal. Okay, so I'll push this wire and get the little slack down into the cellar here. Okay, so this one is going to go over to the garbage disposal, so we can put it through this hole here. I'll push the slack down into the cellar. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're going to hook our garbage disposal outlet up here. So we'll put this box right here. Well, you know what? Broke right out. But you know what? You ignore the problems. You don't let problems bother you, you know? See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Smash that out. Now I just have to bring it in a little bit further. Because this is just under a counter, under a cabinet. So it can stick out a little bit more. Get all our debris out of here. And we'll make sure our screw head is embezzled in the wood there so it's not going to hit the wire, and I'll staple it down. Not too tight because you don't want to pinch the wires underneath. And show you how to hook the outlet up. This is a twist and lock connection, so you don't use as much as if you're doing a screw connection. This is a twist and lock pressure plate type of a connection here. So we're going to close the screws we're not using. When you put a wire around a screw, if you put it around the screw backwards, when you tighten the screw, it will open the screw up, and then it won't be a good connection. So when I tighten that, we'll open that loop. So you always put your screw around the wire the direction that the screw turns. So close the loop like that. Okay, now we're going to just make sure our white wire is long enough to get under the pressure plate. It is. Well, I'm going to just take a smidgen more off of that. Make sure it's nice and tight. Our copper is down under the plastic divider there, but not under the pressure plate. And we'll do the same with the black one. Okay, our black one is like a 1/16 of an inch long, so I'll just take a little smidgen off there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, so we'll go back this. We're going to put our ground over this way. So we will go back with our ground wire this way, and we'll go down and up, and we'll keep it back this way. And we'll go back and forth like this with our black and white. We'll keep our ground wire back away from everything, and we'll screw the outlet in. And I'll tighten up my hand so I don't strip the holes out in the box. Okay, now we're going downstairs, and we will hook this up into our shared neutral junction box. Okay, we're going. Alright, so we're going to run our 2 circuits back to the junction box here. Okay, we'll get our 3rd wire up here. I'll run right between here. extra look.
Good.
So we're coming over to this box. We're gonna go through over here. Make our camera box over here. So we'll put this here. That is a used staple, and you don't use used staples. You throw those away. Because you'll never get it straight. Okay, now I'm going to drill a couple holes here. I'm going to drill one over. Usually the wires over here, so I'm going to drill one over on this side of the box. Okay, so we'll put one in here. Whoops, I need more staples. You know what? I'm going to force that water. I'm going to take the cutters here, I'm going to yank it. There, now it went through. And we're going to get a staple right in here. Okay, thank you. Get a staple right here. Over here, we're going up here. Okay, look at this one over here. peacefully, you force it. As long as you don't damage the wire. There. So we gotta get a staple like right here. It's not mashed too tight. Okay. Now I'm going to move the cam over here and the light and everything. Okay, so now we're ready to hook up our shared neutral junction box here. I'll rip the ends of the wires here. There's that one.
Want that stool?
No, no. Perfect height. If paper wants to come off in little pieces, you just take it off in little pieces. You don't frustrate, right? You just take it off in little pieces, right? Okay, so we have our ground wires here. We gotta get them together.
Need a crimp?
What?
You need a crimp?
No, I'm gonna wire nut these. You can crimp sleeve them, but you can wire nut them too. Okay, so we'll cut them so they're even here. So we're hooking up the dishwasher and the garbage disposal. So we got our ground wires together here. We'll fold these up into the box, get them out of the way. Now we'll get our 3 white wires together, because both of these circuits are sharing the same neutral, and they are on opposite legs of the 240, so you don't overload the neutral wire. So you get the insulation even at the bottom here. We'll get the first 2 twisted. We'll bring our third one over. The insulation even here. Get them together twisted evenly here. We'll cut them so they're all even on the bottom here. I see 3 coppers and the 3 insulations even at the top. We'll put our wire nut on. Okay, so we'll put the one circuit on the black. So you know what? This concludes the whole downstairs. Everything is wired for the downstairs now. Clip them so they're even on the end of there. We'll put our wire nut on. And we'll do the red wire is our other circuit here. Get the insulation even at the bottom here. Got the insulation even at the bottom, and I'll flip the copper so it's even at the top. And we'll put our wire nut on. And we'll fold this up into our box like this. Okay, pause the camera. Alrighty, so thanks for watching. That is how to run two circuits with 12-2 into a junction box with a shared neutral split circuit that has 12-3 coming to it. We use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps for the kitchen. Black is live, white is neutral, bare and green is ground, bare or green is ground, and red is also a live color, and blue is also a live color on a 208 three-phase system where you have 3 hot wires coming in. When you have 3 hot wires, you can use a black, red, blue, and share the white, and all 3 circuits have to be on opposing phases when you're sharing the neutral, and you can have like all the lights on the blue and half the room of the outlets on the black and the other half of the room on the outlets on the red. Peace. Thanks for watching. What we did is 2 circuits shared neutral with 2 12-2s coming out of it, one for the dishwasher and one for the garbage disposal. So we have 2 12-2s coming from a junction box with a 12-3 coming to it with 2 circuits sharing the neutral. Peace. Thanks for watching. All right. How'd that sound?
Good. Very good.
Good.